What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a new video. It's Toxic here. Today, I'm gonna say my East and West standings for the 2022-2023 NBA season. Now that the season has started, I can finally tell y'all what I predict. Because before I couldn't, because I didn't know if any trades were gonna be made and stuff like that, so the video would lose its value. Let's start with my Eastern Conference predictions. I have Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, Miami, and Cleveland as the top six. First, I have Boston because, they just went to the finals. Second, I have Milwaukee because I think Giannis will play stellarly. He averaged 30 last season, so he's probably going to average more. Brooklyn, they were just, so derailed by injuries and Kyrie only playing 40 games. So this year, I think he'll play more. Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey, candidate for most improved. I think this team is going to be great. Miami, not going to be the first seed probably, but they'll be up there in the top teams. I gotta say Cleveland, they improved a ton during the offseason. They acquired Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen all got better. So, things are looking bright in Cleveland. At number 7, I have the Toronto Raptors. I think Scottie Barnes is going to break out this season, become hopefully a better playmaker, better rebounder, better scorer. I think he'll be a much improved player in the next couple years. And of course, we have Pascal Siakam. That was 13 All-NBA. This team is just incredible for how they lost Kawhi and Kyle Lowry. It's still amazing, so I have them on my 7th seed. On my 8th seed, I have the Chicago Bulls. I think they are going to get down the radar because there are just so many good teams this year. So that's why I have them as my 8th seed. Some teams need to be pushed down, and I could even see Chicago missing the playoffs this year. Maybe not, but I think that's how it'll go this year. I got Atlanta at number 9 and New York at number 10. I think Trae Young and Dejounte Murray will be great. They'll probably make the playoffs because I think they're going to be great in the play-in. But the regular season isn't really the Hawks kind of thing. I think they'll make it far, just not in the regular season. I have the Knicks 10 because they didn't really improve. They didn't get that star. I do have a video coming up about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and some potential trade deals for him. So New York is an option. Maybe they'll be good, maybe not. To round it out with the teams not playing, making the playoffs, I got Orlando, Washington, Detroit, the Indiana Pacers. And for my worst team this season, I got the Charlotte Hornets. I think they'll be tanking for Victor Wembanyama and LaMelo Ball. Without Miles Bridges, they'll be a really bad team because Miles Bridges decided to be a terrible person. I think Victor and LaMelo will be great together, hopefully, if they come together. So, yeah, I think Detroit and Orlando have really bright futures. Of course, Paolo, we got Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham in Detroit. And yeah, a lot of these teams are very young. So they'll be towards the bottom for now, but they could be playoff teams in 2024. For the Western Conference, for the first seed, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. I think Kawhi, John Wall, and Paul George will be absolutely amazing. John Wall, I think, will have his comeback here. And Paul George and Kawhi will be coming back from injuries. They'll be the first seed, I think. Number 2, I think, will be Denver. I think Jokic, Jamal Murray, and MPJ, all healthy, will be amazing. I think he'll still play like an MVP, and he could possibly get a third MVP. Number 3, I got Golden State. Of course, they just won the championship. I don't have the number 1 because I think everyone got worse besides Poole, Kuminga, and Wiseman. But, yeah, I got them number 3. Number 4, I got Los Angeles Lakers. I think healthy AD, healthy LeBron, and healthy Westbrook will be absolutely amazing for them. But also pieces like Thomas Bryant and Lonnie Walker, I think, will be great for them. So the Lakers are a contender, I think. I got number 5 at Phoenix, and I got number 6 Memphis. I think they're teams that will take step backs this year. I think Phoenix, well, I have my own opinions about Phoenix, but I think their window for a championship has ended. This is the final season. Well, maybe it hasn't ended, but this is definitely the final season. In Memphis, they did really good, and and it's hard to replicate that again. So I don't think they will until Ja becomes more of an MVP player. For number 7, I got Minnesota. I think they're going to be great with the backcourt of Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. But the one complaint I have is just, like, how will they gel? I know Towns, Russell, and Anthony Edwards will gel, but I don't know how Rudy Gobert fits with this team, so it's going to be interesting to see. The Mavericks will be great too, but they'll be significantly worse than last season because of the loss of Jalen Brunson. Christian Wood just isn't a great replacement for that second option. He will be great, but he's a little overrated in my opinion, and I think Jalen Brunson is better. At number 9, I got New Orleans. Zion is back, baby. He's going to be great. Definitely going to be taking a step back, but I could see him in the most improved player race. At number 10, I got the Portland Trailblazers. Dame is back. This team's going to be good. Shaedon Sharpe, great addition for the team. I could see him being a dark horse rookie of the year this year. At number 11, I got Sacramento. I think they could be a sneaky playoff team, but I think just not yet. At number 12, I got Oklahoma City. Of course, Chet Holmgren was injured, which ends the dream of making the playoffs. So I think they'll just tank again for Scoot, Victor, one of those guys, which would be the best idea. And at the end, I got my 3 big tankers of the year. I could even see one of them not even winning 15 games. These tankers are Houston, which they basically only have Jalen Green and KPJ. Then I have San Antonio, which they traded away DeJounte Murray, so they basically just have Keldon Johnson and bums and young players, but mostly bums because they were good for a long time. And my worst team of the year, or my second, depending on what it was, they will be close on record, but I think the Jazz will be one of the worst teams, mostly because they traded their 2 best players, and I think Mike Conley is on the way out. And yeah, see you guys next time. It's Toxic. Out.